Guests who dropped straight down inside the slide and slammed face first into the fiberglass, finally emerging into the landing area bloodied and toothless. And the guests who followed them, who emerged covered in cuts and bruises caused by other people's teeth still embedded in the slide.
Oh my god.
Derek's getting cold.
Oh my god, that's insane, you guys. Like the fact that they're getting accidents and they're not even rechecking the slide. Oh my god. I feel like this is fictional, you know what I mean? It just doesn't feel real. Hi YouTube! Welcome back to hell. Today we're gonna be reacting to the insane water park that killed 6 people. Yeah, we're gonna find out what went wrong, who went wrong, how the safety measures got approved, and I love videos like this, so this is gonna be fun. Let's get into it!
Welcome to Action Park, the world's wildest amusement park.
1978. Wow.
The deadliest. Guests regularly get launched off rides. They dislocate their shoulders and lose their teeth, or even their fingers.
Oh my god, this is literally Waterpark Simulator. Literally Waterpark Simulator.
Break their noses, get electrocuted, and wade in snake-infested waters. There's more beer for sale than there is ice cream. Guests regularly dare each other to attempt things they probably wouldn't while sober. Often, they come close to drowning. On a normal day, the pool's lifeguards have to rescue up to 30 people.
That is such a busy day for the lifeguards. Holy crap. How big was this water park?
Every year, hundreds or more are seriously injured.
Yeah.
Emergency services see up to 10 park-related incidents per day.
Jeez.
The nearby hospital gets so overwhelmed that the park has to buy them extra ambulances.
Oh my goodness.
The park's unwritten motto? No risk, no fun.
What? How did this get approved? That is insane.
Safety protocols are basically non-existent. The staff is mostly in their teens and often intoxicated.
Oh, and
people
untrained.
Love it. The park has over 10,000 visitors per day.
Wow, even off-season? This is crazy.
Around 1 million annually. Over the park's 18-year run, 6 people never made it home alive.
Oh.
Action Park also sported some of the wildest, most poorly designed amusement park rides the world has ever seen.
I'm surprised they still have some footage of it.
Behind it all was a ruthless park owner who would stop at nothing. A con artist who flouted rules, laws, and the most basic safety measures.
Yeah.
So what were the park's most dangerous attractions? How did so many visitors end up injured or dead?
This guy was just playing Roller Coaster Tycoon, IRL.
And if there were so many scandals, how did the park keep running for nearly 2 decades?
Yeah. Oh, this is gonna be great. I love that the credits are in the beginning of the video. It feels like watching a Netflix show, you know? Or like a series. Action Park, the world's deadliest amusement park.
Hey, this is Jonas. You might recognize my voice. I'm the guy with the accent and one of the founders of Fern. The guy you heard in the intro just now is Don. He's one of our most prolific writers, a native speaker, and blessed with a much smoother voice than mine. Going forward, he'll narrate some of our content to let me focus more on editorial work. You'll still hear me and Hook, of course. We're just mixing it up a bit. We know change can feel weird at first, but please give Don a shot. He's really good. And with that, back to you, Don.
Thanks, Jonas.
Okay, that was good. I love this. It feels like a really human introduction, if that makes sense.
A large part of our research is based on the book Action Park by Andy Mulvihill and the HBO documentary Class Action Park. You can find links to both in the description.
Okay.
This is Eugene Mulvihill, known as Gene. He created Action Park. In the early 70s, Gene grabs Wall Street by the horns and gets rich on penny stocks. He knows everyone on the stock exchange and is acquainted
Of course, the CEO/founder is a stock person.
with the likes of Donald Trump. Rumor has it he knows people in the mob, too.
Of course.
On Wall Street, Gene starts a securities company and hires his old friend, the financier Robert Brennan. In 1973, the Securities and Exchange Commission shuts down their company for stock manipulation and securities fraud.
Of course, the owner has history of crimes and fraud. This is so interesting.
Their reputation is ruined, and they need a new venture. Gene pours money into a struggling ski resort in Vernon Valley, New Jersey, a prime location less than 60 miles from New York City.
Yeah.
He sees its potential to grow into a tourist hotspot. Resorts, clubs, casinos, and malls.
Which isn't a bad idea.
The Las Vegas of the East Coast. At the heart of it all, an amusement park unlike anything the world has ever seen. Gene begins transforming the ski resort. Never mind his lack of experience in running or designing theme parks. He makes up for it in audacity and vision. And his buddy and former business partner, Rob, keeps the cash flowing. Soon, Action Park is ready to launch.
Yeah.
Here's an overview of Action Park in its heyday.
Okay, let's pause here. It's pretty huge. And you've got the little ski area over there as well. Okay.
It has 3 main parts: Alpine Land, Waterpark, and Motor World.
I'm interested in Motor World. Not gonna lie, it sounds tempting. It sounds fun.
In the tri-state area, braving the rides is a rite of passage. That includes the park's most notorious ones. And according to former employees interviewed in the documentary Class Action Park, many of these rides weren't even designed by actual engineers.
Oh no.
Some were designed by Gene himself. Others by unqualified amateurs.
Literally IRL, roller coaster tycoon or water park. So this is crazy. How is he allowed to run this water park?
But that doesn't worry guests like 15-year-old Derek here.
Of course.
We'll follow him as he takes on some of Action Park's key attractions, in order of escalating risk.
Oh, geez.
Right now, he's 2 beers into his day, waiting in line for battle
15?
action tanks.
Is that, I guess it was probably normal for minors to drink alcohol back then. I don't know how laws work in America back then.
On paper, battle action tanks is basically bumper cars. In practice, it's more like Wimbledon meets one of the hairier battles of the Vietnam War. Riders climb into camouflaged four-wheelers protected by chicken wire cages. Each is powered by a motor, controlled with a joystick, and decked out with a working cannon. The goal is to fire tennis balls at other tanks. Around the arena, spectators man cannons of their own. If they hit a tank directly, it blasts into a tailspin. This is Derek's first ride, just a warm-up. The tennis balls are fired at an insanely fast 160 kilometers per hour, and employees have to run onto the battlefield to collect stray balls. Many riders love taking this opportunity to target them.
Of course.
If anyone scores a direct hit to an employee's groin.
I know some kid will do that. Some kid who doesn't know what the f he's doing will do that.
The crowd goes wild.
Oh my
Gene
god.
loves watching this gladiatorial combat.
Oh my god.
He's often found soaking up the battle vibes from the sidelines. It's also where he likes to assign his chronically late employees as a punishment.
What?
According to Class Action Park, many of the staff aren't trained professionals. They're teenagers, some as young as 14. That's on brand for Action Park, where ignoring rules is part of the park's identity. Plus, teenagers are cheap labor. They don't ask questions and are often happy to test Gene's newest death-defying inventions. Some even affectionately call him Uncle Gene.
Oh, why do I have a feeling that he's also kind of a PDF? Oh, hopefully the documentary doesn't say anything about it.
In the US are a pretty unregulated industry, and Uncle Gene loves to exploit a good loophole. For instance, he claims he isn't running amusement park rides, but sporting attractions.
Of course.
So he doesn't need official permits. And for a while, the state of New Jersey doesn't really intervene.
Wow.
All they want to know is that the rides are insured and, quote, currently not on fire. So the park shifts nearly all responsibility onto its visitors. For instance, when it comes to
So I have a feeling they probably have to sign a waiver, so all of the responsibility is on them.
This is the Super Go-Kart. It's gas-powered and designed for racing.
Gas-powered,
but more commonly used for crashing.
Yeah.
There are 20 in total. They may look small, but watch your neck. They accelerate like a spooked horse.
Oh, jeez.
They're known to cause whiplash and broken bones.
Oh.
They're supposed to max out at 32 kilometers an hour. But sometimes the staff likes to override the speed controls, enabling the carts to reach more than 80 kilometers an hour.
The staff is evil.
The really daring ones take a special souped-up model. Some employees even take these mini racers for after-work spins on the nearby state highway.
What?
Derek jumps into
Isn't that illegal? Chat, isn't that illegal? What the heck?
a super go-kart. It's pretty fun zipping around, until he sees a lady losing control. She hurdles off track and smashes through a fence.
Oh no.
Then through another fence.
Oh no.
And then she collides with a tree.
I bet the brakes are broken. Oh.
Finally, one of the employees hits the kill switch.
Emergency stop. Okay.
Derek needs a break and stumbles into the big white festival tent right next to the circuit. He's only 15,
Yeah.
but he has no trouble whatsoever getting his hands on a beer. Maybe it helps him muster up the courage for the next attraction. This is the Speedboat Lagoon. Visitors hop inside speedboats with a small plastic frame and a very powerful engine. They're designed for open water, but crammed into a small, man-made lagoon. Looks chill,
Yeah.
if only. Everyone knows it's full of snakes, gas from leaky boat motors, and dead fish.
Yes.
Derek
Gas
quickly
as well?
realizes no one's here to pilot the boats. They're here to crash them.
Oh no.
He's just about to climb in when, bam, another boat smashes into the side of his. It knocks the wind out of him, and he topples out of the boat straight into the murky lagoon.
Oh no, and then the
The water is greasy.
Yeah.
Is that motor oil?
Ooh.
Disgusted, he fishes himself out. As he does, something slithers across his thigh. He chooses to not think about it. Somehow, Action Park rides make it through mandatory state inspections.
What the they make it through inspections? The people inspecting it probably didn't even. They probably just took a look at it and then just wrote things off the checklist. They probably didn't even give it a try themselves.
Amusement park regulation is so new, inspectors don't always know what they're looking for.
Oh my
State law
god.
requires that Gene take out liability insurance, or what might be considered dangerous. But Gene doesn't believe in insurance. Too expensive, too much bureaucracy. He'd need to insure the accident-prone Action Park for at least $2 million a year, with premiums rising every time something goes wrong.
Yeah.
So he simply starts his own insurance company, London and World Insurance, headquartered in the Cayman Islands.
Okay, this guy, Gene, is super rich.
Allows him to produce fake insurance documents while paying premiums to himself and using the company to launder money.
Wow.
But while Gene may have been a visionary when it came to chaos and ruthless money-making, he definitely had room for improvement when it came to taste. Today, your walls can actually look good with Displate. Displates are high-quality metal posters. They're bold, durable, and super easy to mount.
was a
You just stick a magnet to your wall, snap the art on, and that's it. Check out their best-selling Texture series with raised textures and 3D contours that really make the images come alive. You can choose from over 2 million designs, from popular categories like nature or anime to fandom evergreens like Star Wars and Cyberpunk 2077. Already looking for Christmas gift inspo? Check out this new feature, which allows you to create your very own custom display. Just upload your own image, like we did with the Fern logo. Actually, that looks pretty decent.
A really nice
right now, Displate's running their Black Friday sale. You get 37% off 1 to 2 Displates, 43% off 3 to 4, and 46% off 5 or more. Just use the code FERN or find the discount link in the description. But back to Gene's visionary ideas.
Yeah, Bailey ball.
One of them was the Bailey ball.
Oh no! Oh no! It's like a hamster ball roller coaster. Oh my god! Death count is at 0 at least.
He doesn't have a permit for it yet. Today is testing day.
Okay.
The ball consists of 2 plastic spheres, one nested inside the other. The outer sphere is covered in office chair wheels.
Yeah.
The inner one is mounted on ball bearings, so it can spin independently of the outer shell, keeping the seat upright. Attached to the seat is a race car style harness.
Kinda looks like a torture device, not gonna lie.
The Bailey ball wasn't designed by an engineer, but by a janitor who long dreamed of breaking into the theme park business. Gene loves it.
Oh my god, someone who's totally unqualified to create something for the theme park. Oh, this man is another form of evil.
The Bailey ball is supposed to roll down a homemade, zigzagging track. 182 meters of glued PVC pipes.
PVC
This is the test
pipes?
Frank.
Okay, chat, I'm no engineer, but aren't PVC pipes those plastic pipes? That's not exactly the sturdiest.
A regular employee that Gene convinced to do the job by slipping him $100.
Wow.
The idea is that Frank will roll down the hill, sitting upright, and come to a gentle stop at the bottom of the mountain.
Gentle stop my ass.
Here's the state safety inspector, sent to rubber stamp the ride. As long as it doesn't scream instant death, the Bailey ball will be cleared for use by the public.
Oh no.
Frank is strapped in a ball, ready to launch.
Frank, please.
For the first few meters, it's all going according to plan. Frank's rolling smoothly, and he's still upright. But nobody accounted for the laws of thermodynamics. The problem with PVC in the hot sun is that it expands rapidly. The plastic track that was supposed to give the ball direction has bulged and warped. Frank doesn't even make it through the first switchback. It hurtles off the track and starts rolling down the hill, rapidly gaining speed.
Oh no.
The safety inspector can only watch, frozen in horror. The ball hurtles down the hill and flies off park grounds. It's now headed for the road. Cars honk and screech to a halt. Somehow, the ball avoids any collisions, and eventually, it crashes into a pond. Frank emerges, dazed and sputtering, with blood on his shirt, but alive. The inspector does not grant Gene approval for the Bailey ball, but plenty of other rides do end
He's like, that was not worth the $100.
up going live.
Jeez.
By the mid-70s, Action Park boasts about 50 attractions. Around 1 million people visit the park every year.
Yeah.
It's a genuine boost for the local economy.
Yeah.
At the time, even Donald Trump considers investing in Action Park. But apparently the concept is too crazy, even for him. The park's ads run
I'm surprised. That was a smart businessman move.
non-stop on New York television, luring in city kids eager to blow off some steam. Some do it by flying through the air on a Tarzan swing.
Okay.
Imagine you're holding 6 meters of rope. The pool beneath you is 4.5 meters deep.
Okay.
The Tarzan swing may look like a simple rope swing, but later on, it'll be one of the first rides the state shuts down for good. Braving this swing is a rite of passage. Mess this up with a belly flop, and you'll never live it down.
That's gonna hurt.
Derek isn't worried. He's a great swimmer. He grabs the rope, swings far out over the pool, and lets go. The second he hits the pool, everything shuts down.
What?
He's just plunged from 35 degrees Celsius air into bone-chilling 10 degrees Celsius water. The spring-fed water is so cold, he forgets how to swim.
Oh no.
He flails, stunned. A smirking lifeguard hauls him out and slaps a wristband on him. Scrawls across it are the letters CFS, shorthand for can't fucking swim.
Wow.
Later, he'll learn that the cold water was such a shock to one swimmer's system that he went into cardiac arrest and died.
Oh, rip. Oh. The fact that they put like a band of shame on them is so bad. Yeah, the lifeguards are teenagers too.
Cases like this should be covered by Gene's liability insurance. But London and World Assurance, the company allegedly backing Action Park, doesn't really exist. In 1984, the authorities catch on to his scheme. He pleads guilty to fraud and is slapped with $300,000 in fines and 3 years probation.
Oh.
He's also ordered to sell the park.
Oh, there you go.
According to Class Action Park, Gene doesn't have the slightest intention of doing that. So far, he's been renting part of the property from the state of New Jersey. To provoke officials, he reportedly stops paying his bills and ignores their letters. After some back and forth, New Jersey agrees to sell him the land for a steal, allegedly just to get him off their backs.
Yeah.
Gene wins and goes on.
I hate that these types of strategies work, you know? I hate that this evil man was getting away with so much bullshit.
To further expand his park.
Yeah.
This might be the single most ludicrous ride in Action Park. Gene himself designed it, on a cocktail napkin.
Oh, God.
It's a ride to be endured, not enjoyed. It's called the Cannonball Loop. The idea is simple. A water slide about 5 stories tall with a 360-degree loop at the end.
Yeah.
But the park keeps having to tweak the design, since the crash test dummies it uses for testing tend to emerge headless.
Yeah.
Derek watches the guy in front of him enter first.
Oh.
A few seconds later, he's spit out into the pool. Head first, but alive.
Okay.
That's good enough for Derek.
Okay.
The lifeguards hose him down. Friction is the enemy here. Momentum is everything.
Okay.
This isn't just about fun. He can't afford to lose any speed, or he might not make it through the loop.
Oh, yeah.
Derek's heard the horror stories. Guests who dropped straight down inside the slide and slammed face first into the fiberglass, finally emerging into the landing area bloodied and toothless. And the guests who followed them, who emerged covered in cuts and bruises caused by other people's teeth still embedded in the slide.
Oh my god.
Derek's getting cold.
Oh my god, that's insane, you guys. Like the fact that they're getting accidents and they're not even rechecking the slide. Oh my god. I feel like this is fictional, you know what I mean? It just doesn't feel real.
But he can't back down now. Not after the Tarzan Swing incident.
Yeah.
He shoots into darkness. It's fast, brutal. And then he hits the loop. He crawls out dazed, bleeding from the elbow.
Yeah.
But at least he's alive.
He's gonna go again?
The authorities only require Gene to report serious injuries. But according to Class Action Park, that leaves it up to him to decide what serious means. No one knows.
Of course it's up to him. Oh my god. Unless you lose a limb or dislocate your shoulder or lose your head. Yeah, it's not serious.
Is how many people have actually been hurt at Action Park over the years.
Yeah.
When victims or their families sue the park, Gene almost always refuses to settle. Instead, he drags them to court, knowing that trials are often expensive, tedious, and emotionally exhausting. Many families aren't willing to go through that. Gene reportedly wins the vast majority of these cases.
Oh my god.
On the rare occasions he loses, he stalls on making any payments to the victim.
Isn't it kind of alarming if a company repeatedly keeps being taken into court for the same type of cases? Like, isn't that suspicious? Shouldn't the court be doing something about it? I don't know how laws or, trials work, chat. But if you know anything about this, please do comment below.
Sometimes until law enforcement orders him to.
Yeah.
U.S. Marshals allegedly come knocking on his door at least twice.
Jeez.
This is the Alpine Slide. It's an 820-meter-long concrete track winding down the mountain, which riders descend on small plastic sleds equipped with a handbrake. At first glance, it looks like good, clean fun. It's marketed as safe for grandparents and infants. But in reality, the Alpine Slide will rack up more injuries and lawsuits than any other ride in the park. The sleds have two speeds, painfully slow, or what employees call death awaits. Riders switch between these two states with a simple handbrake, if that brake happens to work. The concrete course makes for a rough landing, especially for guests wearing...
Yeah, and kids always want to do the stupid, dumb decision of, I want to go faster, ooh.
Only swimsuits. Derek rides the ski lift up the mountain. Teenagers overhead are spitting on riders and throwing sleds, trying to hit any unlucky riders below.
What the fuck?
At the top, he climbs onto a janky plastic sled. There are no helmets, of course. Just pictures of nasty scrapes to warn you not to go too fast.
Yeah.
It's basically like riding a skateboard down a long, steep mountain. Halfway down, he realizes he's coming up on a mother and her young child, fast. He's zooming along at nearly 50 kilometers an hour.
Oh no, of course.
He brakes hard on a sharp turn that shoots him off the sled. He flies through the air and lands hard.
Ow.
He's mostly fine, just road rash, a battle scar he can show off later. Not everyone will be so lucky.
He's collecting all of the battle scars at this point.
The Alpine Slide claims Action Park's first life. 19-year-old George Larson is hurled off his sled and slams his head against a rock. Allegedly, this rock had already been flagged for removal, but Gene and his team ignored it.
Of course.
That sounds straightforward. The park is to blame for Larson's death.
Yeah.
But Action Park argues it wasn't the slide that killed Larson.
It was Larson.
The rock. So technically, the ride itself is safe. According to Larson's family, the press has fed a version claiming George rode the slide at night in the rain. But the accident actually happened during normal operating hours and in good weather. The case never goes to court. Action Park quietly settles with the family for $100,000.
No! The fact that the family accepts the hush-hush money. Oh, poor George.
The Alpine Slide stays open.
Okay, Wave pool
The
maximum?
deadliest ride in the park might not be what you'd expect. And that might have been what made it so dangerous.
Really?
Not the souped-up go-karts, not the deadly looping water slide. No, the attraction that killed the most people was the wave pool, also known as the grave pool.
The grave
It may
pool.
look harmless, inviting even, but this is no kiddie pool. It's a massive pool that can hold about 1,000 guests. It's about 30 meters wide and 76 meters long. Giant pressure chambers generate artificial waves up to a meter tall. They also produce a strong riptide. The deep end reaches 2.4 meters. Derek doesn't know all this. The water sparkles. Music plays. The pool
he
almost
wants
looks
to go
relaxing.
into the deep end.
He wades in.
Okay, quick pause on this. I think these kind of pools were really famous back then. I had a near-death experience as well in this kind of wave pool. Yeah, the man-made wave pool. Yeah, so Tiny Little Red was, you know, as young and dumb, young and naive. I was like, I know how to swim, so I can go to the deep end because I'm cool like that. And it was the peak season, summertime. So many people. Like, you can literally see every inch of the water was covered with, you know, people. And Tiny Little Red making her way through the water into the deep end where the waves were extra strong, extra high. So there was one wave where I just couldn't ride it. And I fucking drowned in that wave. And I couldn't swim up because there was just way too many people. I couldn't swim up because it was too crowded. Then I had to grab the random poor lady's shoulder and like accidentally pulled off her bra. That was really bad. Anyways, it didn't matter that I pulled her bra off. She was just more concerned about my health or my safety. And thankfully, a lifeguard saw me drowning. So I was okay. I ended up okay. I just knew never to go in the deep end again. So yeah, lesson learned for young Reds. So I myself have experienced a near-death situation. Yes.
And is immediately sucked under by the current. He surfaces, gasping, to find hundreds of people thrashing around near him.
Exactly.
It feels like an artificial ocean.
Yes.
So a lot of people expect salt water, but they're wrong. The pool is filled with fresh water, so it's less buoyant and easier to sink in.
Oh.
And half of the people in it are drunk.
Oh,
the guy near Derek is flailing around. Derek sees one lifeguard dive in for a save, then another. Behind him, someone is pulled out on a stretcher. They're the second one today.
Oh, wow.
The pool is deceptive, even for strong swimmers. The waves come on unexpectedly, and panicked swimmers often clog the exits. 12 Red Cross trained lifeguards are stationed at the pool at all times.
Yeah.
But because the pool is so densely packed, and the water's so murky.
Yeah, see, in summertime, this is not even full. This is barely full. In summertime, like every inch of the water is covered with people.
It isn't always easy to tell when someone is drowning. Throughout the 80s, 3 people drowned in the wave pool. A 15-year-old boy and 2 young men aged 18 and 20.
Wow, at that age too? Wow.
In the end, 6 people die at Action Park.
Oh, damn.
3 in the wave pool, 1 on the Alpine Slide, and 1 on the Tarzan Swing.
Yeah.
The 6th victim was an unlucky kayaker who capsized, stepped on a live underwater wire, and was fatally electrocuted.
Oh my gosh.
With that many injuries and deaths, the park should have been shut down long ago.
It should have,
So why did it stay open for so long? Over the years, families, journalists, and authorities repeatedly put pressure on Action Park, but Gene somehow always managed to dodge any form of responsibility.
How the
According to Class Action Park, rumor had it friends in high places were looking out for him. Gene had close ties with local business leaders and politicians.
Yeah.
Action Park was a major employer in the area. And Rob, Gene's generous money man, was always just a phone call away. Whenever he was under attack, Gene fought back, sometimes with sketchy methods. One journalist alleges that, when Gene was faced with criticism, he retaliated, phoning her boss and ultimately getting her fired.
Wow.
And when a man Gene owed money wanted to claim it, Gene reportedly threatened to hire a Russian hitman to kill him and his family. Gene went on like this for years, dodging his responsibilities and delaying settlement payments. He embodied the Reaganomics spirit of the 80s, minimal government intervention, and a belief that deregulation was the key to innovation.
Oh, jeez.
But that changed in the
fact that these kind of people always win, just, you know, it's just sad.
90s. The lawsuits kept piling up, earning the park its nickname, class action park. Attendance started dropping. By 1996, mounting legal battles, medical bills, and safety mandates finally caught up with Gene.
Finally.
Action Park shut down. Millions of dollars in debt.
Finally.
Gene went on
Deserved.
to complain he had lost more money on the park than he ever made.
Deserved?
Since then, the park has repeatedly changed hands and names. Today, it's just a water park, with some of the old attractions still in place. But Action Park itself is history. Gene Mulvihill died in 2012. Obituaries hail him as a visionary entrepreneur.
Literally has records of crime and fraud. Oh my god, a visionary entrepreneur. I can't.
A politician from New Jersey said his mother had given him the perfect name, Gene. Like the true genius he always was.
No! I don't care how smart you are if you're so evil. Oh my gosh. That was such a thoroughly enjoyable document. Is this count as a documentary? Yeah. No, that was really interesting. And the information was really condensed and really entertaining. And the 3D, really nice touch to it. Okay, but let's look at the comments. Your Honor, I wasn't going 135 miles per hour in my car. It's not the ride, it was the rock. You know, it's a flex when they need to write animations are made by humans. It really was a good animation though. I have to point out how the storytelling here doesn't divulge into the grisly details of accidents/deaths, opting to focus on people who didn't lose their life and point out fatalities later. I really like how you handled that. It seems extremely respectful, and oftentimes content creators go way too deep into retelling the horrible parts of the events, handled in a very mature way. And I have to really agree with this take right here. But yeah, everybody, if you enjoyed this video, I hope you can also leave a like and maybe a comment down below. So yeah, thank you. I hope I'll find more videos like this. This was really interesting. Maybe these two, because they look really interesting. All right, have a good day.